Hi, this is Farel, and this is a drawing that I did yesterday. And this is the pencils that I spent way too long on in the morning yesterday. I saw a drawing on Twitter that inspired me, like a sort of a witchy girl in like a cape or something, and holding a staff. So I was like, I want to draw something like that. So I pretty much did a character from the Wrenchies or It Will All Hurt. I just made this character up, so hasn't appeared in anything yet, but I feel like it kind of fits in that sort of world, and it's kind of sort of my go-to. It's sort of what I feel like drawing for the last couple of years, stuff like this. But that little creature on her shoulder is modeled after a genet, which is like proportionally not that big. Typically, they're really small. They're like smaller than a ferret or a weasel. A friend of mine had one. It's like a novelty pet years back, and I thought it was really cute, and it's kind of always stuck with me. And I just thought, I'd add it to this drawing. It sort of transformed into that. Originally, I had it as sort of like a fantasy-looking creature, like a cute thing with like wings, and then I just took away the wings and then made a little bird over there where the wings would have been. I changed the pencils a lot. I reworked these pencils a bunch of times. One of these days I'm going to do a video of me penciling, but it's usually like, I got to strike while the iron's hot and get into the drawing part rather than setting up my video and all that. So by the time I'm done with the pencils, it's like, okay, I can relax and set this up, and and then it's like I like the pressure of having a video on me while I watercolor. Otherwise, I just spend way too long on it. I should do that with my pencils too. I think I'm going to do that maybe tomorrow. I'll do another video where I'm just penciling. So this is, like I said, it's all watercolor. Normally I would ink something like this, but here I'm just kind of defining the lines around her, trying to make her pop a little more, and then going in and adding tone where I feel like it needs it. I'm switching between two different Raphael brushes, like a smaller brush that's really frayed, and an 8404, which is like my go-to inking brush, the number 4. And this is just kind of me trying to think like, okay, I'm laying down washes where there wouldn't be as much light. There'd be some shadow, and then kind of leaving the highlighted area is just the paper, the white of the paper, or at least like the lightest tone that I'm putting down, the most watered down tone. And it's mostly black watercolor. These are whole bean watercolors, but there is some white, some red, some blue on my little mixing palette there, and the little dish with the mushroom on it. I don't know if you can see, but there's a bunch of colors on there that I kept kind of trying to put in, subtly add. So when I scanned this in, I scanned it in as color, and you'll see this picture of the scan at the end. And I think it came out pretty good overall. I'm happy with it. I started with the face. I was kind of working from a little photo that I saw of someone, and I was like, I like that face. So I started with that, and then I kind of built around it, and totally got the proportions wrong a bunch of times and kept having a erase, which is my usual problem drawing poses. I don't really work from photograph, like a whole photograph. I kind of assemblage it. But there's the finish. Check out my Patreon if you like. It's $2 a month for the lowest tier, and I have an Instagram too. All the links are in the description and all that stuff. So if you want a chance to buy this or get a commission or something like that, my Patreon's the way to go. Well, thanks for watching this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.